again, just another cool one to post in our portal. So Atomic Success Secrets. So what you can do is just take a moment and just think about what you want. Like if and we'll do this little thing just because it's great to get out of the conscious mind. 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just pressing that distal into the right index finger takes us out of the conscious mind and into the subconscious. And then just think about what is it that you want, and you can have your eyes open or closed, but imagine having all of it. You know, you can think of the white window frame that you're looking through it with your eye, your right eye, and visualize getting what you want. So we've done this before, and I think it's also very good to do over and over and over again. Napoleon Hill talks about it, to always keep your eye on that desired chief outcome in life, the goal. So you can imagine where you're living. You can imagine who you're with. Imagine what you're doing. You can imagine some of the particular things, like what kind of clothes are you wearing? What kind of shoes are you wearing? How much money is in your pocket? Notice the speed that you walk at. Notice how you interact with people. How much time you take with people. How much presence you have with people. Notice how you handle problems. Notice how you handle upset people. You might notice your perspective, like we are going to die. It's funny, I've heard it said, everybody knows we're going to die. We just don't think, everybody knows everybody's going to die, but we just don't think it's going to happen to us. Like we think, oh yeah, for everybody else, but not for me. But you know, how do you handle that? The thought that you've got a certain amount of time here. And you being you, doing what you want to do, what else do you want? At that point, what do you want? And then getting all of that, what will that do for you? What will it do for you to have all of that? And just think about and list all the things that does for you to get all of that. And what else will it do for you? And out of all that, getting all of that, and all what it'll do for you, what's the best part of getting all of that or having all that? What's the best part of having that life? And why is that the best part? And then you can pat or touch your heart 6 times and think very good. And we have the rest of those processes with the little finger point pressures, but right now we're going to go to this next part. So now that you've thought of all that, what's happening in your body? And just follow it. and just touch it and follow it. And for the next few moments, just stay out of your thoughts, stay in your body. That's right. So when we do our one-on-one healing today, all of us, of course, are doing this process of what's happening in your body, staying out of your thoughts and staying in your body. And so keep some of your attention there, be my recommendation. And then the next part is, what do you think could be slowing you down or standing in your way or stopping you? So start to go through the thoughts of what could be slowing you down, standing in your way, or stopping you from getting all of that. Some of it might be inner stuff. Some of it might be just things to actually do. And anything else that could be slowing you down, standing in your way, or stopping you. And if you could handle that, if you could fix that, if you could shift that, transcend that, whatever those obstacles are, and flow freely towards your goal, what would it do for you to solve those things, to do the things you need to do, and to change whatever that is? What would it do for you to fix that up? And so let's go into that feeling of having everything you want. If you solved all that, if all those things shifted, what would it be like to have what you want? And then let go and go in the body and notice what you notice. Stay very present to whatever that is. And so we've got this process. It'll be a video. I'll stick it in the portal, and you can use it just to tune in to your desired chief aim, what you really want, your North Star, where you're going. And then to, I guess, problem solve or brainstorm on anything that's in the way. And so some of the things could be, well, I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. You know, if it's like for physical health, maybe it's need to go gluten-free and peanut-free. Maybe it's need to get some sort of treatment. Maybe it's need to do my exercises. Maybe it's need, you know, if it's about getting things in business, maybe I need to go out and meet people. Maybe I have to learn how to like be interested in people. Whatever it is, there's going to be some stuff that's an inner game thing. I've got to solve this thing. And there could be some stuff of like physically, I've got to go do these things. And then the last thing I'll say before we do our one-on-one stuff is there was I forgot who I was reading about, or anyway, reading a little book by a physical therapist, and him and his brother would do they had a tough life, but they would do stuff, little thought experiments, and they said, how much money would it take if I were to pay you this much money for you to do this thing? So one of them was for you to run a 100-mile race. How much money would it take for me to, if I could pay you money, would you run a 100-mile race? And so they came up with, you know, a big money amount. Neither of them were really runners. And then he backed it up and he said, okay, if your daughter was injured or sick and you had to absolutely physically get to her and she was 100 miles away, how much would it take for you to go run to see her? Like it'd be an instant, right? It'd be like, absolutely, there'd be no question. It might take, $100,000 that you'd have to pay somebody to run 100 miles, or $1 million or more, the thought of running 100 miles. But if your kid needed you, it would be a no-brainer. Like, well, I'll just lace up my shoes and I'm heading out right now. So put a credit card in my pocket in case I need some water and go. So it's all about like, how important is it? So I'll leave it with that, and I'm going to hit the recording